Yes, because relationships can take place over a longer distance now more easily than they would have done when technology couldn't help us.
It's a lot easier to get in touch with people and get to know like new people through the internet and stuff as well.
Yeah, I would say it definitely does. Like, for example, right now we're talking over Skype instead of an actual person, so I'd say media definitely does affect our relationships.
Yeah, I think technology can affect relationships in a good way. Like if you're like a long distance apart and you want to keep in contact, it can help with that. But then in another way, it can be bad for relationships because it can sort of prevent you kind of coming together.
You just know everything about people that you shouldn't know, and everything about places that you wouldn't ever get, that you probably would have never seen before if it wasn't for the media.
There is an increasing phenomenon of the global community on the internet. I mean, if you look at, I read recently that people in less economically developed countries are actually, more of them are signing up to social networks such as Facebook.
Because we only really use sight and stuff, we automatically, like it automatically heightens that and makes everything else seem like we don't really need it.
Yes, because you focus a lot more on seeing things rather than hearing and tasting the other senses. Watching films and other visual media things makes you more interested in like the, I don't know, the composition of shots or whatever, I guess. So yeah, I'm more interested in seeing things now.
I reckon technology has helped me to be more technical with things, and I find I'm using my sort of eyes and my mind more, and it's not really affected my sort of sensory kind of senses, but I definitely say I'm more technical with things.
Yes, definitely, because well, for one, I'd be a lot more bored most of the time probably, but also it'd limit how much you can get in touch with people who aren't like directly related or adjacent to you. Like you can't just call up a friend who lives in a different city and say like, "Can I come to your house?" You'd have to, I don't know, send it by Dove or whatever they did. So yeah, that would change my life quite drastically.
You need to know how to do a lot more things for yourself than you would now.
Definitely. I'd say right now I'm quite a social person. I like to socialise with friends, socialise with my family. But if I was born in a sort of pre-technology kind of era, I definitely think that would be different. I wouldn't know as many people and I wouldn't be involved with as many things as I am now.
It sort of works its way in to you, if you know what I mean. It works its way into the senses of you.
Maybe in a way it does. Massage your senses. Like, if you're watching TV, for example, you're like drawn into it and it's like massaging your mind.